Want to be a better DM? Well, my name's DM Rhino, and we're going through the 2024 Monster Manual. Let's have a look at our Solar Part 2. So I've broken up the lore, I've done Part 1 with the attacks, and let's just have a look at Part 2. What kind of spell casting does the Solar do? And remember, this is a CR21, so end of the campaign kind of battle. But when we look at our spell casting of our Solar, it does use its Charisma modifier and its Charisma save, which is a DC 25. It is beefy. This thing's tough to fight because at will they can cast Detect Good and Evil. Makes sense because they're angelic. Once per day they can cast Commune, Control Weather, Dispel Good and Evil, and Resurrection. So if a party member unalives, they could resurrect them. But then as a bonus action they get Divine Aid, which they can cast Cure Wounds level 2, Lesser Restoration, or Remove Cursed, and it just 3 times per day, so they can do that 3 times per day. But then of course, because they're not beefy enough, they get legendary actions, right? They can use 3 legendary actions. They don't have more than that. What they can do is called a Blinding Glaze. So this is a Constitution saving throw of 25. One creature it can see within 120 feet. On a failure, the target is blinded for 1 minute, has the blinded condition on 1 minute, and success or failure or success, the Solar can't make this action again until the end of its next turn. But then it also has Radiant Teleport, so the Solar can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space it can see, and every creature within a 10-foot radius of it has to make a Dexterity saving throw or take 2d10 radiant damage. So it kind of like bursts out of existence for a while. But yeah, when we look at these Solars, if we go back to the lore and we go back to the actions, we don't use these guys as our main boss at the end. These are the people that we are going to, these are your guides, these are your angels that are leading the party right. And you might have to fight them if your party did something that was against what the Solar believed or what its deity believes, because they are servants of deities and gods. And being lawfully good, maybe your party broke a deity law. Maybe your party's cleric or paladin became an oath breaker or changed its deity, and the deity's angry at your party, and now the Solar came down and goes like, hey, you were worshipping my god, but now you did something, now you're worshipping this god, now you have to fight me now, because there's a test for changing, there's a test to prove how worthy you could be to change your deity, or you broke your oath and I'm not happy about this, now I'm going to go and attack you. So you can use them like that, and they're very fun to use, but I would save them for big battles at the end, being CR21, I should say, CR21.